Yesterday I went and saw Anyone But You. Is it's that movie with Sydney Sweeney and what's his name? Glenn Beck. Uh that's like the Hollywood couple right now, Hollywood it couple. Um and you know what? I was neglecting to see this because it's like I don't know, chick flicks aren't really my cup of tea when it comes to, it's not my first choice. But yo, I'm glad I saw this movie, bruh. Like this movie was actually hilarious. And I didn't know that freaking Sydney Sweeney was the same girl from uh Machine Gun Kelly's Downfalls freaking movie. So this is the same chick from this freaking movie, bruh. Hold on. MGK Downfalls High. And it's crazy because like, bro, I was a big fan of that movie too. Look, check it out. Downfalls High, Sweeney.
Hey, what are you doing up there?
Ew, why are
Dude,
you
look.
talking to him?
I don't know. Sitting, thinking about stuff. What are you doing?
Well, I'm not hanging out by myself.
See, that's Sydney Sweeney, bruh. I wasn't even I wasn't even like I got into Euphoria and then she popped off from there, but I was like, yo, that's the girl that everyone's tripping about, the girl from the MGK movie. Like, what? But yeah, so actually she's the same girl that's in Madam Web too. And what's it called? Her acting was terrible in Madam Web. I have to just I can't put no button on it. The acting was just terrible, bruh. But in this movie, I'm not gonna lie, her acting was really good, bruh. Her acting was like really good, and it was funny, bruh. It was kind of like it was a boring, funny movie, if that makes sense. Like this movie was boring, but it was funny at the same time. Like I was on my phone during some parts because they actually are trying to tell you a story, and so I feel like they kind of told too much of it. But let's see, man. Let's see.
I really wanted to like this one, but here's my review of the rom-com Anyone But You with Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. So I'm a sucker for a good rom-com. I'm a sucker for a bad rom-com. But unfortunately for me, Anyone But You falls short of both of those categories. It is a movie that just feels like it tries so hard to reach a certain rating rather than focusing on kind of a progression of a natural, we're funny rom-com. So quickly, just in case you didn't know, this is loosely based on Much Ado About Nothing by Shakespeare. It follows Ben and Bee, two people who have this magical night together, then end up really hating each other and are forced back together where they end up pretending to be a couple. And you hear a plot like that, and yes, this is a very predictable movie, but that plenty of rom-coms are predictable but are still done.
Yeah, this had Mike and what's the name? Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates or something like that with Zac Efron and that other dude that makes funny faces. Um, I actually want to watch that movie again. That movie was funny. What's it called? I'll let her.
Done well that you don't really care because it's funny or the progression of the characters is really good and there are some surprises in there. This didn't have any surprises for me. And I kind of had high hopes for this movie because it comes from Will Gluck and I loved Fired Up, I loved Easy A. Friends with Benefits was kind of like middle tier for me when it comes to these kind of raunchy rom-coms. This wanted to be in that raunchy tier a little too hard because it had some actually funny jokes and some great characters and some fun little things.
Yeah, yo, the black dude in this movie, the brother, that dude was funny as heck, bro. Like there was a lot of like Adam Sandler style comedy in this. Like he was talking to the panda and the panda like winked at him, like winked back at him. I think it's funny seeing like people who like you wouldn't think that these people have, love issues or something like that, right? It's freaking Stallion right here and the freaking Barbie, right? Um, what's it called? But it's funny seeing like good looking people like in awkward positions. It's funny. It's kind of funny.
but overall, some of the biggest gags were already in the trailer, and when you see the full movie, those gags become not funny because they are dragged out for so long that it loses its punch. But when it comes to highlights, I will say the supporting cast of this movie was my favorite thing.
Like, bro, when she had to dry her pants in the freaking when she had to dry her pants in the bath, like that was hilarious, bro. Like if she wasn't that pretty, it wouldn't be that funny because then it's like, oh, now I have to feel bad for her. But then you're watching the pretty girl have like a bad day. It's kind of funny, man. It's kind of funny.
Thing. I smiled every time they were on screen. I think Dermot Mulroney is a rom com staple and legend. He's great. Brian Brown as well. Loved him since he was in Cocktail. I love when Rachel Griffith plays this kind of character, and Alexander Shipp also.
All right, she's super yapping, bro. Oh, they also use the term yapping. I felt like this was a 2024 movie. Like I felt like this girl Sydney Sweeney, she acts like the chicks do in 2024. Like she was even called because chicks in 2024 are aggressive, bro. They aggressive, bro. Like she calls him a bitch a few times in the in the movie, bro, and it's like that's how these women 2024 women be. They be calling me bitches. You call me a bitch. You how you call me a bitch? You know what I'm saying? It's like let's see what's going on.
I watched Anyone But You, and I kind of don't even know what to say. I feel like a lot of people are talking about another movie right now and how bad it was. This did not eat it. I'm not even joking you when I say my favorite part was the end credits. Like, I'm not even lying.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Can we talk about this movie? Because I went to see it last night with my friend, and I don't think I've ever hated a movie so much in my entire life. And I love Sydney Sweeney. Like, I think she's really pretty. She's great. She was in Handmaid's Tale. She was in Euphoria. I did not personally watch Euphoria, but I saw little clips,
Yo,
and
what's
she looked
good,
like a
Finley?
great
What's good,
actress.
bro?
I don't know who this guy is. I don't like his mouth, though, when he speaks. It's awful. Aside from the acting,
Oh yeah, freaking Glenn Powell has one expression, bro. That dude had one expression on his face the whole time. And I think I was watching from a different angle because I do like, you know, commentary on celebrities and stuff. So I posted a clip, oh, the freaking Serenity song thing when they're singing let the rain on your skin, no one else can feel it for you. Like that stuff was funny, bro. Like that stuff was funny. But yeah, that homie had one expression. It just made me want to get in the gym, bro. I'm like, what? This dude can't act for crap, bro, but this dude's in the gym. I'll get that, bro's in the gym. I can even get in the gym, bro. That's why after this podcast, I'm going straight to the gym, bro. Screw that. Give me the role. I got two expressions.
being absolutely terrible. I mean, literally, it sounded like every single actor was reading from a paper script the whole time. The acting was terrible. Aside from that, there were so many random, raunchy, like, just like you don't want to see it kind of scenes that did not make sense and did not need to be in the movie at all. Like, literally irrelevant. Like, didn't matter if it was in the movie or not in the movie.
That's true. That's true. They did have like they did show some nudity. It was the female, it's like but it was kind of funny though, bro. It's kind of funny, I will say.
It would have had the same plot, but it was like these jump scare scenes that were so raunchy and so awful that I literally wanted to vomit. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is Sydney Sweeney's first like main character role in her own like movie. I just expected so much more. Also, this was not the vibe for her at all. And like that makes me feel so bad because I feel like she had so much potential and like in this
Ella says, "Aren't you just a ball of joy?" Nah, yeah. Yo, I feel like she didn't make the movie about her. She played her role, and I feel like it was good. It kind of dragged on, like it was a little bit unrealistic. But you gotta remember that this is a rom-com. Like All romantic comedies are unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? But that's a little bit about Anyone But You. I thought it was a good movie, man. Y'all should go check that out. All right, guys, we